What happens when the loudest, most unpredictable anti-hero in Marvel finally meets a version of Wolverine who has every reason to push the world away? You get chaos. You get comedy. You get emotional baggage wrapped in claws, sarcasm, and some of the wildest chemistry superhero fans have seen in years. Deadpool and Wolverine isn't just another superhero movie built on explosions and fan service. Underneath the jokes and larger-than-life action, it's a story about identity, redemption, and what happens when two deeply broken men are forced to confront who they really are. Deadpool has always hidden behind humor. He talks too much, jokes at the worst possible moments, and treats life like one big punchline. But beneath that endless stream of sarcasm is someone desperate to matter. Someone who wants to prove that he can be more than the mistake everyone assumes he is. Then there's Wolverine. A man defined by loss. A warrior shaped by pain. Someone who has spent so much time carrying guilt that he no longer believes he deserves peace. They couldn't be more different. One won't stop talking. The other barely wants to talk at all. One uses jokes as armor. The other uses anger. And yet, somehow, their paths collide in a way neither of them expects. As circumstances force them into an uneasy partnership, both characters are pushed far outside their comfort zones. Trust doesn't come easily. Respect has to be earned. Every disagreement reveals just how differently they see the world. But that's exactly what makes their dynamic so compelling. Because beneath the arguments and personality clashes lies something surprisingly human. They understand pain. They understand regret. And perhaps more importantly, they understand what it feels like to believe you've already ruined your chance at becoming the person you wanted to be. The movie constantly balances outrageous humor with genuine emotional depth. Just when you're laughing at something absurd, it reminds you that these characters have scars that never fully healed. Deadpool wants purpose. Wolverine wants peace. Neither one truly believes they can have it. Throughout their journey, they're forced to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves. What defines a hero? Can someone who has made terrible choices still choose to do the right thing? And if you've spent years seeing yourself as broken, can you ever believe you deserve another chance? What makes this story resonate isn't perfection. It's imperfection. These aren't polished symbols of hope. They're flawed, messy, impulsive, stubborn, sometimes selfish, sometimes reckless, but when faced with impossible circumstances, they continue moving forward anyway. The humor never completely disappears. Deadpool remains exactly who fans expect him to be: unpredictable, self-aware, and impossible to silence. Yet even his funniest moments reveal glimpses of vulnerability beneath the surface. Wolverine, meanwhile, reminds audiences why he remains one of the most beloved characters in superhero history. Strength doesn't come from pretending pain doesn't exist. Sometimes strength means carrying that pain and choosing to keep going. Together, they create an unlikely partnership built on conflict, reluctant understanding, and gradual acceptance. The action delivers excitement. The comedy delivers entertainment. But the emotional core delivers something unexpected. Because if these two damaged individuals can confront their fears, challenge their own beliefs, and find reasons to fight for something greater than themselves, maybe redemption isn't reserved only for perfect people. Maybe it's available to anyone willing to try again. By the time the journey reaches its emotional peaks, viewers are left reflecting on more than just spectacle. They're reminded that family isn't always defined by blood. That friendship can emerge from the most unlikely places. And that healing often begins when we stop running from who we are. Deadpool and Wolverine celebrates everything audiences love about these characters while asking meaningful questions about forgiveness, identity, and second chances. It reminds us that heroes don't always look heroic. Sometimes they are sarcastic. Sometimes they are angry. Sometimes they're carrying wounds nobody else can see. But even then, they still have the power to choose courage over fear. And perhaps that's what makes them worth cheering for. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to Movie Story Recaps, share this video with fellow movie fans, and let us know in the comments which movie you'd like us to explore next. Until next time, remember this: being broken doesn't mean your story is over. Sometimes, it's only the beginning of who you're meant to become.